B.I.B, Black is Beautiful.
Black is beautiful. Yes, you are. You're a star. Black is beautiful. Yes, you are. You're a star. Black is beautiful. You could be the next Oprah. Or like Obama giving hope. Black is beautiful.
Welcome back, B.I.B, Black is Beautiful. Yes, Black is Beautiful. It's your girl, Emerity Watt, and I have a very special guest today,
Lala Michelle.
Lala Michelle has a very important message that she would like to share with you guys. But before we get into a very special friend, Trevor Jackson, he has a movie coming out June 13th called Superfly. I encourage everybody to go check that out. Go buy your tickets. Do not bootleg. Please, black people, do not bootleg that man's movie. Support our black king. And go check out his movie. So Lala, tell the viewers who you are and what you do.
Well, I'm Lala Michelle.
Hey.
And I'm an entrepreneur.
Okay.
Essentially, I do everything. I act, I model, I sing, I dance. I am an advocate for domestic violence and abuse survivors.
Okay.
And rape survivors.
Okay. So what's the message you're trying to get across to our viewers today?
So essentially the message that I have for the viewers and you and every other person out there is that your body is your body and you have the right to say no. For sure. You're in control of your surroundings, yourself, and if anybody violates you, speak.
That's important.
Tell somebody something.
A friend, a counselor, a teacher, a cousin, your mom, dad, anyone. Just tell someone. It doesn't matter who it is, but you need not to keep that in.
Yeah,
for sure.
It's very important because the thing is you never know who may be able to help guide you through your situation and who's been through it.
As you've been a domestic violence survivor, can you give me share a personal story?
I can.
Okay.
So I had an ex that kind of lost it on me, snapped, and put me in the hospital.
Wow.
They tried to kill me. And I'm not being dramatic or over the top with that. I was literally beat to the point of unconsciousness. I have no words for anyone who's going through that or who has been through that other than there's hope and it's not your fault at all, and there's a way to survive and get through it. That's why I use the term survivor instead of victim. Because
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So what work are you doing right now for those survivors?
So right now I am working on trying to make not only myself but a network of people available who have been through similar situations, who can help you get from point A to point Z without necessarily having to deal with all of the messiness in between.
Okay.
There's resources, there's support. A lot of women don't feel like they have the support to get through. A lot of people feel very isolated.
So like a hotline or like a shelter someone can go to?
Yeah, so that is the goal, end goal. Right now I am building up a team of people who are just available to provide help, guidance.
If you need someone to reach out to, if you're a victim and you want help and you want out, there is one right here in Torrance, 1736 Family Crisis. The number is 310-543-9900. Please reach out, tell someone. Domestic violence hit home family-wise. How does that affect your family?
Well, I have a 10-year-old daughter.
Oh, wow.
And I can say for sure that she was definitely very confused by the situation. Literally overnight, she lost her family, her home, everything that was familiar to her is no longer, except for me. And in that, I had to remain extremely strong for her sake.
It takes a strong woman to do that, and I commend you in knowing when to get out, especially when a child's involved.
Yeah, that's very important to me. That little girl, oh my God, my world. Love her to death.
I bet.
But it's definitely taken its toll on her. I can see where trust issues come in here and there, and just certain things. You know, she's not very. She doesn't get excited easily. She kind of now always feels like, well, it's temporary.
Right. How have you educated your daughter on to avoid that situation?
The same thing that I've been preaching to as many people as I can.
Right.
Speak. If somebody's doing something to you, even if you don't speak to me as your mother, or you don't speak to me as your sister or friend, speak to someone you trust. Be very particular in who you pick, because everybody who's praying for you is not praying for you to do well.
Right, for sure. So can you tell me, what are you working on? What can our viewers be looking forward to?
Well, I'm busy. I can tell you that much. Unfortunately, a lot of my projects are under wraps, but I can. I guess a little bit. So, along with this passion for advocation, I'm working on a documentary that is me and a few other people who shall remain nameless for the time being. And basically, we are going to be going around and speaking to people about their stories and their experience, just to bring an opening eye of how prevalent this is in our society. Right. Like, period. It's ridiculous.
It is. So what encouragement do you have, being a domestic violence survivor, to women who have or had been in this situation?
You can make it out.
Right.
You can survive. You can survive.
Right.
The most important part of surviving is support. The most important part of surviving is having a good support system and support team, because you also are human.
True. And we make mistakes.
You make mistakes. You fall backwards. You have to have people or someone that you trust. And if you don't have anybody, that's when you need to start speaking. I will go into one little story. When I was younger, early teens, I was raped. I didn't tell a lot of people, and I found myself one day not knowing what to do and not knowing how to process what I was going through and the feelings I had inside. I walked around my neighborhood in the cold for about 2 hours, and I love you, Anisi, but I knocked on my neighbor's door. I got hungry, and I didn't want to go back to where I resided at the point, and I didn't know where to go or what to do or who to talk to. So, you know, I knocked on my neighbor's door. I said, "Hey, let me get some food." And in the middle of dinner, I just broke down. I just started crying. I didn't feel like I had anybody, but little did I know I did. I had support. I had someone.
How did you find out? Because she spoke. She spoke up. It don't matter if who's close to you. Find someone to speak to. That's very important. So how can viewers follow you? Where can we find you on social media?
So you can find me. My main social media is Instagram. I love Instagram. I'm a grammer. Right. Most of them are all the same. It's at Lala Michelle, LALAMICHELLEXOXO.
That was a lot, but don't worry, it will be down below. You can find her on Instagram, iTunes, and IMDb. Thank you guys for tuning in. B.I.B. Black is beautiful. Yes, black is beautiful. And remember, we are all beautiful no matter what shade or what we look like. Live in your truth is my main message. It don't matter who you are. Be you. Practice self-love, self-care, and self-worth. Thank you guys for tuning in. B.I.B. Black is beautiful.
You a queen,
Are you Jay?
you a king.
Whoa.
Black is beautiful. Follow your dreams by any means.
Come on.
B.I.B. Black is beautiful.
Black is beautiful. Yes, you are. You're a star. Black is beautiful. You could be the next Oprah. Or like Obama giving hope, yeah.